Good evening, everyone. I am Surya Prakash, Research Scholar, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT BHU. I am here to take in our problem solving session for the signal system. Okay, let's wait for some time to others. If you have any doubts related to this session, you can give me a chat in the chat box for the any doubts. Okay, everyone, let's start the session. There are two things: signal and system. Signal is simple way is a convey of information. It it transfer information from one place to another.
Microphone.
Yes, everyone is okay for my voice. Okay. Signal is simple convey of information from one place to another place. We transfer a signal, information. Same thing. To the signal useful information portrayed in the mathematical forms, then dependent and independent variable in terms of our signal system in mathematical terms. put it in mathematical form, like in the dependent and independent variable. This is the signal. Mainly this signal is mainly two types: deterministic signal and stochastic signal or random signal. Deterministic signal, it means a signal is there is no uncertainty with respect to the value of any given instant of time, or it can be defined by exactly by the mathematical formula, or you can express the same thing in a mathematical expression. Then this signal is known as the deterministic signal. If any signal, if you can't be express in terms of mathematics or in other way, then you can't be say the what is the exactly value of the signal. That signal is known as the random signal or stochastic signal, like tossing of the coin, throwing of dice, or noise, disturbance. Lot of signal is known as the random signal. Deterministic signal, it means which one you can find or you can drive in mathematical form. Like for example, square wave, triangular wave, if a straight line or a line, like y is equal to mx, simple a line passing through the origin. So the parabola signal, like y is equal to mx square, like that. This is a known signal. You can say like a sinusoidal signal. There are a lot of signal you can express in the mathematical form. But some of the signal you can't be expressed in mathematical form, like a tossing of coin. It may be head, may be tail, or throwing of dice. You can't predict which one is come, and like a disturbance, noise, which one you can't be predict or can't be expressed in mathematical terms. That's known as random signal. Okay, next one is system. There are mainly two types of signal: uh, deterministic signal and random signal. Then it's a system. System is mainly you can say a system is a meaningful full interconnected of the devices in which you give the input signal and you get the desired output from this, known as a system. And in the whole process, it will conservation of the energy is preserved because of the any system. If they do not follow the energy conservation system, that means there is some unbinded, unstable, a lot of things there. That's why it will be system. Mainly a system, you can give the input I have take a desired output from this. There's many control input you can give here, different thing, but you can give an input and you got the output. You got the output, and you can express this one like a yt for the output and xt for the input. Some of the gain is multiply in the input signal at output because of the system. Like a simple, if you see a RC circuit, simple RC circuit, you give the input here xt, then you will get the output here like yt. This is the input, this is the output. You know, Laplace of this one is 1 by sc. In terms of the voltage, you can find the system transfer function. Then this is whole is known as the system. It's known as the low pass filter. Same thing for the high pass filter. This is another system. Okay, you can give input and you get the output. Simple things system. Let's talk about the first signal. Then after later we talk about the system. Well, a system signal is deterministic and random signal. In deterministic signal, there is a lot of signals coming under this, and most mainly is these two types like continuous signal and discrete time signal. Continuous time and discrete time signal. These are mostly two types of the signal. This one also. Continuous time signal and discrete time signal. Continuous time, you can get the value of yt at any time instead of time in xt, like this type of signal from a to b. You get the value of the signal from any instant of time. You can find the value of this signal. You can see this is the xt. Sorry, this is the time of the continuous signal. But same thing if you go to the in discrete time signal, then you convert this one in discrete time. The discrete and digital both are different thing. Same thing you can convert in discrete by taking like a switch nt time and some interval. We can switching this one, then the same signal we will go like a to b. So this is the signal. In discrete time it will be go like that. Represented as the nt, t 2t minus this one minus of 3t minus of 4t minus of 5t, like that. Same thing t 2t 3t. 40 like that, it depending on the time of the switch. You can convert this one into discrete time signal. For the continuous and analog, if you talk in this one, then both are the analog signal. The analog in continuous, this is analog in discrete time. Both are the analog signal. The same thing, if you want to convert in a digital form, suppose anything in digital form, then you can say this is the digital, continuous and digital discrete, like that, 1 0 1 0 like that. This is the digital signal. Same thing if you use a switch to convert same thing digital continuous to the digital discrete signal, then what happened, then what type of signal you got, you will get the this type of signal. This is the discrete plus digital. It means continuous and discrete. Then in continuous is the analog and digital. This is the continuous plus analog. This is discrete plus analog signal. This is the digital. So continuous plus digital, discrete plus digital. Okay. There are many operations occurs in signal and system, like x-axis operation and y-axis operation. I want to discuss here this type of system operation on the signal. Mainly these are two types: x-axis operation and y-axis operation. In x-axis operation, there is three categories. That is time shifting, time scaling, and time reversal. Same thing for the y-axis operation. the time in y-axis is the changes of the y-axis, like multiplication of something constant. So gain multiplication of something, second the reflection. Gain, it means you can increase the gain or attenuate the signal. Someone asking the possible, take a few example on how to plot the analog example and give an mathematical form analog signal. Okay. Okay, I'll try. First take this one. See about the scaling, then same thing you can apply to finding the signal from any signal to write the mathematical expression from there. Okay. Simple, I have taken a simple example and given the all properties. Like 2, 4, height of this one is 2. First apply a shifting, time shifting. Time shifting, you can shift this signal to here and here. Both side you can shift this signal. If you shift in right side, then it will known as the time delay. If you shift this signal to the left side, it known as the time advance. Time delay, it means there is some delay. We know about the voltage and current, angle difference between voltage and current given some delay and advance depending on the load, like inductor and capacitor. Same thing here. This time delay, it means shifting some time to the right side. Like for example, if you shift this one for y1 t is equal to x t minus 4, it means it will shift this thing to right side for the 4 coordinate. To start from 4, 0 it become 4, 6, 4 become 8. Height will be same. In any operation, like if you do the x-axis operation, then y-axis operation never reflected, and if you doing the y-axis operation, then x-axis operation is same. X-axis is the same. There is no effect on the x-axis. Same thing if you do the x-axis operation, then y-axis is the same. That's why 2 is 2 same. Same thing if you shift the right side advance, you can take this thing x t plus 4. Then same thing shifted to the right left, we start from 4 like that. 4 becomes 0, 2 minus 4, sorry, minus 2 minus 4 like that. And the scaling property, if you scale in the time scaling, not y-axis scaling. The time scaling, it means you multiply the in time, not the whole. Suppose y3 t is equal to x 2t for this example. If you multiply by some time division, then it will be compress of the whole signal. Our original signal is this one, then whole signal will be compress. It means it will divide it to the corner by 2. 0 is 2 by 2 is 4 by 2. Then it will become 0 1 2. This is the time scaling property. Same thing if you multiply a negative time scaling, then what happened? Same figure will be changed, reflect to the left. We start from 5 to 1 0. This is the compression. Reverse plus compression. This is the time reversal. Third one, time reversal means it will multiply by some negative point on the time axis, then the whole signal will be shifted, a flip, you can say, in a mirror image like that, and the on the y axis. This all of thing in x axis operation. For the y axis operation, same phenomena occurs in the y axis also, but the x axis is not affected. If you multiply by some gain alpha, like y1 t is equal to alpha, take the k xt, then what happened? This is a 2 0 1 2, 2 is 4 is the original signal. If you multiply by k, then simply k multiply to the y axis only. Remaining thing is same. This is by 2k, 0 is 2, this one is 4. This is the gain. Suppose k is less than greater than 0 and less than 1. Then what happened? This signal is shifted to the flip of this one, cut to this one, like k is equal to suppose 0.5, then 2 become 1. Very simple thing. Same thing if multiplication of the reversal of the negative of k, then what happens? Same figure will be mirror image to the x axis, like y3t is equal to minus of 2xt. Then this signal become shifted to the negative, and then multiply by gain also. It will be a 4 minus 4. This will be same as to 4. X axis operation will not affected. Only y axis is affected. It means if you reversal, if you multiply by negative and y axis operation, then the signal is mirror image of the x axis. And same thing if you do x axis operation, multiply by scaling by the negative terms, then your signal is mirror image of the y axis. This is a simple thing. Their basic fundamental signal, you can say this is elementary signal. Three are mostly in elementary signal: step signal, impulse signal, and ramp signal. You can add another signal also, exponential signal, complex input. Same thing like a sinusoidal signal. Okay. First, I start from step signal. I am giving some idea only how can revise the signal, all of thing. Step signal. Unit step signal in continuous domain is step shifted from 0 to 1 at origin, then it maintains the 1 at all duration of time. You can write this signal as ut. What happen if if you apply the x-axis operation on this and y-axis, then what is the u of minus t? Okay, reverse the signal at y-axis, and that a mirror image of the y-axis. Same thing. Y, if apply a shifting of this one is u t minus 4, then this will be shifted to the 4, started from 4. And if you advance the signal, then it will start from negative of 4. Okay. If same thing in a discrete time it will become un, representation of un. Same thing, same signal, but in a discrete time. Un it means y-axis value is 1, it is remaining to 1 all time to signal like that. If you shifting this one as minus 1, then it will be shifted, it will start from 1 here, from 1, like that. Okay, someone asked a question like yt is equal to rt plus 1 minus rt plus ut minus 2. A ramp signal, rt it means ramp signal. Okay, let's do for the impulse, then after we type ramp signal. impulse signal is only on a origin at a 0, value of 1 is represented as delta t. We can apply shifting property, scaling property, and this one also. If we shift this one by some value like 2, then this signal is shifted to here, this will be 2. Okay. Scaling property for the impulse signal is different because that occurs on the origin only. If we scale this one, time scaling we apply 40, then what is the value of this one? A property of the impulse signal is area of the impulse is 1. You can't be calculate the value of delta impulse signal and the origin, but you can calculate the area of the impulse is 1. Suppose you can see you have a signal, a step signal like that. So suppose A to A, height of this one is 1 by 2A. Rectangular, this thing is rectangular. Now what is the area of this one? 1 by 2A, height into width. Width is 2A, A2 minus is equal to 1. Area of rectangle is 1. Same thing, if you want to shift or compress this one like that, it means if you compress the x-axis, then what happen? Same thing, compress, expand on the y-axis for the maintaining the area 1. Suppose this was a xt, some signal, you have a value of 1 by 2a for the duration of the minus a to a. That's why the area of this one is 1. And then area of the impulse signal is also 1. But impulse signal is occurs only at the origin. It means you shift this thing at towards the origin. It means a shifted to 0, tends to 0. If you take a tends to 0, then the value of y axis at the point of 0 is what? It will be increases in the same amount of this one. Okay, let's apply the scaling property of this one, x alpha t, and what is this one? If we multiply of this one 1 by 2a, this will be divided by alpha, height of this one is 1 by 2a, it will divided by alpha, then area, and what is the area of this one after the compression of signal, 1 by 2a into 2a by alpha. In that condition, the area of area of the rectangle is alpha, oh sorry, 1 by alpha, into 1. 1 is the area of this one is the delta t, that's why it will be rotated at the delta t. If you take xt is equal to delta t, area is 1 by alpha, it was compressing by multiply of the scale, where is the a tends to 0. If a tends to 0, then it will make a impulse signal only. That's why alpha, scaling of the impulse is 1 by alpha delta t. There is only compressing is possible in this case, that's why it will be taken as a mod of the alpha, because you can't be expand this one. If we expand, it means here to here, this will not occurring as the impulse, it will become some another signal. You can compress this one only, that's why alpha should be in positive integer. And another problem is, if you take alpha is a negative, then you shift the property of the impulse of y axis also, it will become negative, it means it's become a negative side impulse if you take as the negative of alpha for many cases. That's why it should be a positive integer, because of the x axis operation never affect with the y axis. Sorry. Third one is the ramp signal. T for t greater than 0, 0 for t less than 0. This signal is represented as the ramp signal. Okay. What happen if you shift this signal xt plus 1? Then it means this signal is started from negative 1. It will be xt, you can say this with the minus 1, the signal is xt plus 1 t. If we take a y1, second thing in the question is RT is the ramp signal. Ramp signal is this. Third one is YT. Oh, sorry, step signal YT minus UT minus 2. UT is simple, this one 1 T, and what is the T minus 2? This will be shifted here to 1. Okay. If you want to draw this equation in the question, it means y2 correct. First write all of thing, take as a y1t, y2t, y33, and this is the basic. Y1t is signal started from minus of 1. This is 0. Then what is the value of this is here? The straight line, this one, at a slope of 1, starting from minus 1 to 0, this value is also 1 only, because the slope is 1. There is a 1 slope. If some multiplication up there is 5, then it means there is a slope is 5. Second thing, y2t is ramp signal started from origin, from here, at the same slope. Third one, add of this one at 2. This is subtraction, this one is add up. Okay, leave it for this time. First find this one. What happened if you subtract this one, this one from this one, then what best if we started from minus 1, this is the not affected, the signal is affected only on the origin, it will go like the same way. Then another signal is added, subtracted from this one, if same to same, then what is the next time turn? It means there is some slope like 5, 1, there is a projected 1 slope starting from this like that, they just subtracted the another slope, the slope will be cancelled out. If slope will be cancelled out, then slope will be 0. At that point slope is 0. Then this signal is started going like that, because of slope is 0. Then a straight line of a constant, this one like that, this is slope is 0. You can't be say, can't we do that like that, the signal is 0 here, because of ramp signal is subtracted from another ramp signal, the signal is 0 here. No, this is not true, not correct. Only slope is subtracted from this one, and slope is 0. The signal is become a constant from 1. Okay. Then got the signal. Okay, y2 dash t I take like that. Then next one, you add a signal y2 plus y2 minus 2. Suppose this one is the 2 here, same y axis is 1, this is 0. If you add this signal to this signal, then what is the resultant? Resultant, it's same thing, started from -1 goes to 1 till 2, then this will add up because of both are, there is an add some sign, then you add the both, the 1 become 2, the signal goes like that, to 1, this one is 2. Okay, this is the signal. If you add, any doubts here? I think same signal. That's good. Okay. So let's start the questions. Some question taken. This one. Consider a signal xt is equal to ut minus 2 minus ut minus 4. Okay. Make the signal from this equation. And what is this one? First one ut minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. First signal started from t minus 2. It means from here. Value of 1 only. Then another signal subtracted from t minus 4. Another is here. It is only subtracted from this one. Then this will all of will be cancel out. Only this will function. And you can say ut minus 2 minus ut minus 4 is this one. This is the delta t, multiplication of delta t. And what is the meaning of this one? Delta impulse signal is present only on the origin only. Here is the impulse signal only. At any other places, the impulse signal will be 0. But xt, your xt is this one. Then how can you relate this one? Multiplication of this one is a 0. Convolution of this one will be 0. Then there is no result. That means 0 value. That's why the property of the impulse is xt into delta t of dt is equal to x0. It means a signal value at 0 is the value of this whole integration. This is what I mean. This is the area only. Integration of any line is the area. If you integrate, if a multiplication of a delta t a impulse signal, then only a 0 will presented. All other values will be 0. But your xt is not presented between this one. If same thing is positive, suppose same thing is positive, then what happen? This signal, okay, I will make this one. I written here another xt u t plus 2 minus u t minus 4. This will start from -2 and goes to +4. In this condition, the same value of x at point of 0. So 0 is here. At that point, the value of x is 1 only. This one. This value is 1. The next 0 value is 1 at that point. The same signal started from -2. Then only the if multiplication of the impulse signal, then only presented at the origin, means at 0 point. Okay, same thing here is another question. A signal sinusoidal is 3t minus pi by 2. Same thing, multiplication of the delta signal. But the signal asking of the minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6. Then what is the xt? Xt is equal to sin 3t minus pi by 2. This type of sinusoidal signal, but it is presented asking about only pi by 6 to plus pi by 6. Then pi by 2 plus pi by 6, it means it will become minus pi by 6 is this is the one 180 degree. This is pi. This is sorry, minus pi. This will be pi. This will be a pi by 2 minus pi by 2 pi by 3. This is the pi by 6. The signal presented only pi by asking about the pi by 6 to pi by 6 only, not the whole signal. There is no need of the whole signal. He is asking about minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6 only. But there is a delta t, 3t minus pi. It means t delta impulse signal presented only on pi by 3. Content t 3t minus pi is equal to 0, t is equal to pi by 3. The impulse signal presented only on pi by 3, but is the question asked about the signal of integration only from 5 minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6, but the pi by 3 is here somewhere. Pi by 3 60 degree, pi by 6 is 30 degree. Then the impulse signal is present here, but question asking only for this one. That's why the value of this integral is 0. Impulse signal is here. Then check this one is there carefully. If it will presented like that, alpha t plus beta, then take this one as a 0. Calculate the beta alpha t minus beta by alpha. At that time, the impulse signal is presented, neither this will be, now this will be not present at anywhere except this. Okay. The power and energy signal for, okay, find the power and energy of the following signals. In terms of the property, they are categorized the two 3 to 4 category, like say energy signal, power signal, power and energy signal, and periodic, non-periodic signal, and symmetric and non-symmetric signal, asymmetric and symmetric. For the energy and power calculation of the signal, for the energy it will be integration in the constant continuous time. Integrate the whole signal xt conjugate of the signal in dt, or you can take integration of minus infinity to infinity, take a modulus of the signal square in dt. This is for the energy, find the energy. For the power calculation, a periodic signal have a power signal, but then you can calculate the power for a period only, not for a whole time. Then minus t by 2 to t by 2. Same thing you can write for the power signal energy is infinity, and for the energy signal power is 0. Okay. Let's calculate the power for all on energy. Take a first question. Xt is equal to e power I omega naught t or j omega t. We can check the energy signal or power signal also from calculating the power and energy. Okay. First of all, calculate the energy for this one. Xt into conjugate of t to dt is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity xt e to the power minus of j omega naught t, conjugate of this one is positive j omega naught t. Oh, this will be a 0, I think. So minus of infinity to infinity is 1 dt. A constant of 1, if you integrate from minus infinity to infinity, the final value will be infinity. Don't we take a 0 in minus infinity to infinity, not a 0, infinity only. Then what is the power? 1 by t integration of minus t by 2 to t by 2 xt, same thing conjugate t, and t stand to infinity. This is 1 by t minus of t by 2 to t by 2, same thing multiply both, then 1 and 1 by t minus minus will be plus t by t is equal to 1 watt. Second question, energy infinity, power is calculated, it means this signal is a power signal. TUT, TUT is the ramp signal only. You can say this is same thing as RT. This is a ramp signal. Then first of all calculate the energy of this signal, minus infinity to infinity TUT into TUT. If you multiply UT to UT, same thing, 1 into 1 is equal to 1 only. That's why minus infinity to infinity, this will be a t square into UT. Because of the multiplication of UT, the limit will be changed. UT is presented only from 0 to infinity. Then this will be 0 to infinity only. T square into dt. UT is replaced by the limit. This will be a tq by 3 from 0 to infinity. This will be also infinity. Same thing do for the power calculation. T integration of minus of t by 2 to t by 2. I written same thing, t square into ut dt. Ut replace the limit of the integral is 0 to t by 2 t square into dt. Tq by 3 0 to t by 2. This will be 1 by t tq by 8 into 3 24. This will be also tends to infinity, then this will be a t square by 24. T tends to infinity, this is also infinity. It means this signal is not energy signal nor the power signal. Maximum unbounded signal is, you can say, not energy signal, not power signal. because of the unbounded signal, you calculate the energy and power, both are infinity. So let's check for the another. This is scaling property doing in the unity step. X is equal to e power 80 into my, sorry, okay, C part. You know about ut is this one, and u minus of t is this one, minus infinity to 0. Then limit will be changed minus infinity to 0 for this one. Okay. First find the energy. Integration of minus infinity to infinity e power 80 u of minus t into e power 80. This is the real signal, then the conjugate of the real signal is same as the real signal only. Same signal. E power 80 into e power 80 is e power minus e power 280 into u of minus t. The limit will be changed from minus infinity to 0 for by u of minus t e power 280 into dt. Then what is the integration of this one? E power 2at divided by of 2a from minus of infinity to 0. If you putting the 0, then 1 by 2a, minus putting minus infinity, then 0. The value of 1 by 2a. Energy is fine. It means this is the energy signal. But calculate the power also. Then power will be maybe 0. One by t integration of minus of t by 2 to t by 2 e power 280 into u of minus t dt. Integration will be changed minus t of t by 2 to 0 only. So put the 0 here, then it will become 1 by 2a minus e to power minus a t. Okay, this is 2a for the whole. For the t, where t tends to infinity, then power will be, this is the 0 part, but 1 by 2 at where t is turned to infinity, power will be 0. Power will be 0, energy is fine, then this signal is energy signal. Next is a single constant. Then what happened? A single constant is there. This is the energy signal, or this is the power signal. This only constant is there. X2 is equal to a only. Let's try. First of all, find the energy. Minus half infinity to infinity a into dt. It means minus infinity to infinity a square into dt. A square will be common. Minus infinity infinity to this will be 1 minus infinity to infinity overall infinity. Energy will be infinity. And power 1 by t by 2 to t by 2 a square into dt 1 by t a square will be common, 1 is there, then t by 2 minus of t by 2, then this will be a square into t divided by t cancel out, a square is there. This means this is the power. Power is calculated, energy infinity, then this is the power signal. Sorry, it means any constant has power. Means any constant, it means what? A is there, minus infinity to infinity. This is also boundary signal, you can say. The boundary signal. Energy, if you calculate energy for whole, it means area of this curve is directly you can say infinity. Because of the this is goes to the infinity. Then area under this curve is definitely into the infinity. There is no need to calculate for the constant in constant. Okay. That is the next question. Consider the signal xn is equal to sine 8 pi n by 18. The signal xn belong to which of the following clauses are the signals? Xn is given sine 8 pi n divided by of 18. Sorry. This is a sinusoidal. Definitely, you can say this is a periodic signal. There is no any doubts on this. But periodic signal is maximum time is power signal only. Discrete signal, yes, you can say this is the discrete time signal because of the n is there. 8 pi n, not t is there. That is discrete power periodic. You can say this is the thing, first, second, and fourth. But let's calculate. Let's calculate the energy. For the energy, this is a summation of n minus infinity to infinity sine 8 pi n divided by of 18 into same thing. It means this is the square. Sine square 8 pi n divided by of 18. Then what happened? If you add the signal, sinusoidal signal, this is the continuous sinusoidal signal. Discrete, if you take this as the discrete signal, Okay, this is discrete sinusoidal signal. What happened if you square up this one? Value is 1 only. Okay. Scaling is the 1, y-axis. This is value is 1, maximum. Peak magnitude is 1. But if you square up this thing, this negative term comes to the positive term. To do define like that. Okay, then if summation minus infinity to infinity, then if you add the all of term, then what happens? The energy will be going to infinity only. Energy infinity. For the power signal, calculate the periodic. For the power calculation, for the period in discrete time is 2n plus 1. Summation of n is equal to minus of n for the one time period xn x. Why this will be 2n plus 1? Why it is not 2n only? Yeah, n only. Okay, let's suppose a period, any periodic signal 0 here, 1, 2, 3, dot like that to n. Same thing here, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus n. Then how many signal is here? How many places is there? N to n, it means 2n, but n is here only, minus n is from here only. That's why 2n plus another signal is there on the origin is 1. That's why the total time period is 2n plus 1 taken for the whole summation of this one in discrete time. 2n plus 1. N is positive n times, second negative times of n, and 1 is on the origin time. Okay, further is this one 1 by 2n plus 1. Summation of n is equal to minus of n to n sine of square 8 pi n divided by f18. Sum of the sinusoidal square for the one time period is a time period into half only. For the time period calculation, 2 pi by omega. Omega is 8 pi. And 2 pi divided by of, sorry, 8 pi by 18, not 8 pi only. Because sinusoidal representation in discrete time is sinusoidal of omega n. So, except one, the whole of thing is omega. 2 pi by omega is equal to 8 pi by 18. 9 by 4. So 9 by 2. There is a k constant multiplication is there for a k to make an integer point of the interval. That's why k can take 2 in here. The period of this one is 9 only, not 9 by 2. This is another is known as the, this is the multiplying factor for making an integer of a period type, because the period is not in decimal, this is only in integer value. Then power of this one energy is 9 into half, it will be 4.5. Power is a finite power, that's why power signal, discrete signal, energy is infinity, and periodic signal, first, second and fourth, first, second and fourth in the option. Consider a signal xt is equal to 1 minus of mod t for a t mod t less than or equal to 1 and 0 otherwise. Input to an LTI system with impulse response of st is equal to ut plus 2 minus ut minus 2. Which of the following statement is true regarding to the output? The peak value is 2 and occurs only at t is equal to 0. The minimum is minus 1 and occurs at t is equal to minus 2 and plus 2. Peak is 1 and occurs for minus 1 to 1. This is given a system, LTI system. You can say this is the system. Input is there, output is here. Input is given as xt, output is yt. It is given system has some impulse response of st. And what is the yt? Yt, all of you know st. But there is problem. This is not the multiplication here in time domain. Frequency domain you can multiply directly, but in time domain you can't be multiply directly. You have two signal. That's why there is some convolution. You have to find the convolution of xt and st. If you find a convolution of this one, then you can comment on this one. Then what is the convolution? Convolution, it means between overlapping between two signals. Because if there is a signal, one signal, second signal like that, x1t, x2t, if you want to multiply of this one, then how can you multiply? You can't multiply directly, no, here. This one multiply with this one multiply with this one, no, this is not possible. Then how can you multiply? That's why there is a theorem is known as the convolution theorem. By this one we can multiply these two signals. Can apply by by mathematically only. And for the convolution, xt yt is equal to xt convolution of st is equal to integration of minus infinity to infinity, then x tau to h t minus of tau into d tau. We have to find this one to calculate the yt. For the xt is given. First of all, find the xt. What is the xt? Xt is 1 minus of mod t. Then what is the mod t? Signal. What is the mod t signal? In this one, this is mod t, because of t is not negative anywhere. You can give any value, negative value, this it means this is also positive. T is positive, then signal is also positive. T is negative in mod t, then signal is also positive only, not a negative. If there is t only, then it means the straight line passing through the origin, y is equal to t, like that. But if you do the modulus of taking the modulus of this one, the same this signal is separated to the upward, and this is the mod t. But a signal of xt is equal to 1 minus of mod t. Then first of all find the xt. What is the xt? 1, 1 it means a constant 1. This one 1 minus infinity to infinity. This is the one only. This is the origin 0. X-axis t. This is the 1. Second thing, minus of minus t. This is the mod t. You have to subtract 1 mod of t minus from the 1. Then what happened? There is some condition also given in the question. Minus 1 to 1 only there. Otherwise it will be 0. First was subtract this one. Then after we talk about that. This is the slope 1. Then from which point it will cut to the 1? At 1 only? It will equal to this one. Then at this point, this will become 1 minus 0 is 1. This will be going to this one, like that. After that, this will be 0, 1 multiplication of this one. This will be sign force done, because of there is not limitation. If there is no limitation, that's why in the question is given mod t should be greater than is 1. It means it will be from minus 1 to 1 only. That's why it will be cancelled out. This will only minus 1 to 1. This is your signal. Xt is equal to this one, minus 1 to 1. Okay. ht is given you t plus 2 minus ut minus 2. ut plus 2 minus of u t plus minus 2. It is started from -2 goes to +2 at 1. This is also 1, but there is only 1 in x-axis. This is the xt, this is the st. For the tau, same thing, taken as the tau. For st, take as the tau, replace t to tau. Then after, you have to calculate ht minus tau. Then how calculate it? Then tau will be negative is there, same thing. Negative is there, then you can flip a mirror image of this signal. Is same as this signal, because of the 2 is become minus 2 become 2, then both are same, the same signal occurs. Then minus tau shifted from t. If you shift this one, minus 2 plus t, this will become 2 plus t. Sorry, this is the from is tau minus t. Shifted any function, if you shift this one t plus 3 something, then the position will be added. If you take this is -1 to 1, then t minus 3, it means it will shift it to this one. That's why it was added, simply added to this one. Then this will become 3 plus 1 is 2, start to 4. Shifted like that. That's why you simply add the t on both edges. -2 plus 1. Okay, this will become as t minus tau. Then we got the t minus tau, we have the x tau, this one. Then you can start the convolution between them. Take as the case 1. We have two signal. Second at this one. Then I start to go from this one to this one like that. From left to right you want to do. And how many cases is possible we have taken here. If you want to go this one to here, or you can see, let it. Okay, you start from here, goes to here. Then how many cases possible you taken this one. Suppose this is the case 1. This rectangular is going to on the origin or not is depending on the t only. That's why we taken the number of value condition case 1 for the t. Then what happened? Suppose 2 plus t, this thing is less than the minus 1. Start from here only, 2 plus t, suppose less than of minus 1, then t less than of minus 3. If the value of t is less than of minus 3, then there is no overlap between them. Then y1 t is equal to 0 only. Now we can say this is the y is equal to 0 only at that point, because of there is no overlapping. Then same thing, if we want to take a second case, you can take as a case by case. So like move from this one to towards this one. What will the second case? Second case, suppose this will jump to the hair, but not passing this one. It will passing only minus 1 no, not passing to 1. Then what is the condition? First condition, 2 plus t is greater than of minus 1, greater than this one. And what is the t? T should be greater than of minus 3. Second condition, 2 plus t, it will not less than of 1. It will not cross the 1. In this condition, t is less than minus 1. Is greater than minus 3, less than minus 1. In this condition, what is the overlapping? This is same, minus 1 to 1. This is become like that, minus 2 plus t, 2 plus t. There is an overlapping find here. Then calculate this area. For this condition, yt, integration of minus infinity to infinity ht h tau into h t minus tau into d tau. Then what is the area of this one overlapping? Then find the line equation of this one. Ramp signal is t plus 1 into, this is the one only, the one multiplication of anywhere is one only, dt. But the limit is started from minus 1 to, sorry, d tau, not dt, because of this is the tau. Start with 2 plus t only, minus 1 t only. The RM, the state signal is started from minus 1, then line equation is tau plus 1 only. Okay, you can use a line formula also find this one. Then integrate, this will be t square tau square by 2 plus tau from minus 1 to t plus 2 plus t. If you put a value of the here, then 4 2 square 4 plus t square plus 2t divided by f2 plus tau 2 plus t. So this will be a negative. Sorry, first plus 2 plus t minus of this one, so minus minus is plus, then 1 by 2 minus is here, minus of 1. Tau will be minus minus is 1 plus because of this one. Minus minus over here 1. This will be plus 1 by 2. This is 3 by 2. 4 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus t square plus 40 by 2. Okay. Two cases there. Take case third. In third case, this is overlapping here. This is a cos to this one. This is less than this one. Means 2 plus t is greater than 1. It means t greater than of minus 1. Minus 2 plus t is less than of minus 1. Then t is less than of 1. In this scenario, this is here minus 1 to 1, and the second signal is become from here to here. Minus 2 plus t, 2 plus t. The overlap is all of the signal only. Then it is overlapping, you know about the area, same area only. You can find the triangle area also directly. Write the equation of this one is tau plus 1 then plus this equation. It will be from where? Minus 1 to 0 plus 0 to 1. What is line equation of this one? Tau minus of 1 d tau d tau. Oh, sorry. This is the negative slope. Tau plus 1. Not positive slope. Positive slope is there. This is the negative slope. Tau square by 2 plus tau from minus 1 to 0 plus minus of tau square by 2 plus tau from 0 to 1. Put in the 0, 0, 0, 0. Minus 1 is 1 by 2 minus minus plus 1. Take the 1 is here, minus of 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 0 is 0. Oh, sorry, this is the one. not a 0, this will be 1. 1 2, this is v1. Case 4, this will be a cross of this one, but minus 2 plus t is greater than of minus 1 but less than of 1. Minus 2 plus t is greater than of minus 1, then t will be greater than of 1. Minus 2 plus t less than of 1, that is why t is less than of 3. In this condition, overlapping happening like that, minus 1 to 1, minus up to plus t plus up to plus t, and overlapping this is only. Then in this case, yt integration of minus of 2 plus t to 0, this will be a tau plus 1 d tau plus integration of 0 to 1 minus of tau plus 1 into d tau. This will be z is tau square divided by 2 plus tau minus 2 plus t to 0 and this will be tau square by 2 0 to 1 plus tau 0 to 1 minus t plus 2 is square 4 plus t square minus 2t zero, putting 0 to all of 0 negative, then all of thing this one minus up to by 2 minus 2 plus t, here 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 to 4 4 cancel out, t 2t 2t at 2, this is the 14 not 2t, then this will be minus of t square by 2 2 minus 2 minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2 divided by 2 minus 1 plus 2t, over 2 is t minus of is will be half. Next case 5, this will be also greater than 1. The last case number 5, minus of 2 plus t is greater than of 1, it means t greater than of 3. Then what the overlapping minus 1, this will be here minus of 2 plus t 2 plus t, it means this will be 0, yt in this case 0. Then what is the y t in the whole scenario? First case 0 when t less than of minus 3, for t less than of minus 3 0. Second case, for t greater than minus 3 less than of minus 1. In this case, it will be 7 plus t square plus 4t divided by f2. Second, third case, greater than of minus 1 less than of 1. T greater than of minus 1 less than of 1. In this case, it will be 1. Fourth case, minus of t square by 2 plus of t plus 2. This will happen when t is greater than 1 less than 3 and 0 for t greater than 3. The peak value occur only at this position 1 at uh, from minus 1 to 1. In the question you can see here, yeah, the peak is 1 and occurs for the minus 1 to 1. At 0 peak value is 2, no, 1 only. At 0 point occurs between minus 1 to 1. Second thing is minus 2 to 2, it occurs from here to here. This is not 2. Okay everyone, I am leaving here. I will meet at next Tuesday. Are there any questions? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Same thing, I will uploaded the video on YouTube and share you the link with you, and same this uh, notes also share to you on this portal. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Uh, yes, sir. Sir, can we make a statement like all the sinusoidal signals in the continuous time domain are periodic in the same way? Uh, the in the discrete time domain, they can be a non-periodic, no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
In
okay,
discrete
sir.
time, it can be. I cannot be also.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
sir. Thank
I think that's so. If you take this thing, it is depending on the your time period, what you can take. We want to take time period. If the time period is matched exactly, then you can say this is periodic. If it not matched exactly, then you can't say. Okay.
you. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks to all. Good night.